This video will be a stub about a bunch of videos that you can find on the net. They have various names to them, but the subject matter is almost always exactly the same cut and paste. And normally when you look up a source of a UFO story, you don't actually find that the source comes to an actual halt and you actually found it. No info, reports, investigations, or anything else are on the web for this subject besides the YouTuber that put up 4 vids with the following description and all of them about 4 videos in October 12th of 2007, all in one day, and it's stevenng2020. In January of 1974, an unidentified flying object, UFO, fell in the Andes mountains of Peru. The military authorities denied that it happened, or it didn't happen, and okay, but some people were there before them and took something very valuable, a humanoid alien. Why couldn't it be a non-humanoid alien, or a non-alien humanoid, or just a human? Anyway, what you're gonna see here is the dead alien body that was kept over 33 years. From 1974 forward, 33. Do the math. So that's over 33 years. Over 30 years is a round number. 33 years is deadly specific. So 74, that's 4 plus 3 would be 77, and 3 plus 7 is 2007, and the video was uploaded 2007. Over 33 years. So, and this was October. How do you know it was over? Anyway, when I looked up 1974 UFO Peru mountains or Andes, I found no reference anywhere. I'm going to have to check MUFON's back data. I don't know. And the thing about this is, there are UFO searchers all over the planet, but that's long enough ago. You want to put it in the distant past. Now here's the thing. There's no report of it ever before then. Where did this video come from? Well, it's a recent discovery. Okay, but it's only on one channel. And everywhere I looked it up, I got a couple of archives below, but I'm not going to include very many because really all of them just point back to the YouTube video channel only. And I mean, this is normally, if you're going to hide who invent a story or the only source, if you want to make the waters muddied, you don't give such a specific answer. But this is literally specifically this YouTube channel, these 4 videos, and they're all done in one day, October. I mean, it's literally nailed down. And everyone had the same complaint. Why would somebody do a teaser in the beginning of every single video? Because at the time, YouTube may not have been as big a deal. This is over 10 years ago, not the current year. And posting links to the video, it may not have been considered the primary site to find it at. So every copy of it would have to have a teaser in front of it, maybe. It might be on a website that only show you the first minute or so. I don't know why it was formatted that way. But anyway, they're really short videos, and I'm going to link to all of them. There's 4 of them, and an archive that shows the earliest reference I can find to it. And I'm going to also include any others I can add to it after the fact. Now, an alleged UFO crash, 2007, in the 1974 Andean mountains is the reference point back in time. The video is of current time, and here are the theories about it. They're mummies. They're mummies that desiccated in a certain way or were deformed and treated as being, once the individuals died of old age, or they were babies and died, who knows. I'm not able to get much out of it as far as the pictures and video. They could have been literally deformed kids who were treated as being some sort of sign of something special happening, and they were treated with a lot more respect and dignity than maybe people would do these days. You know, maybe we can take that from this issue. The other thing it could be, and this is rather important, are, well, totally false. I mean, somebody could have just invented this. They're specifying that this happened, essentially that these were unearthed in the same year the video was put up, in that current year. But they could also just be face masks. unless I find somebody who bothered covering it before. Every single video has someone, actually every single reference anywhere anybody can comment, they all say the same thing. They were more skeptical. That was a before time. They were much more skeptical about it. I don't know what happened in this country, but apparently in 2007 people were much more skeptical of something like this. Now, if this had come up with me, for me, I would say, okay, what was the exact location it was recorded at? Because obviously if you discover a treasure trove like that, you can just take out the artifacts, and it doesn't matter who buried anything there. They're not gonna track somebody down after 33 years and go punish them for something that they can't undo 33 years ago. Yes, there's vindictive juntas and military strongmen and crazy people and but no, really, it's 33 years. I mean, if you live in the Andes Mountains, you can go hide. And if they're not from the Andes Mountains, who's gonna know? Anyway, I want to point out a couple of things about the story, and then I'll be done here. This is obviously me talking about it too much. I mean, you could have just watched the videos. Military authorities denied anything had happened. Maybe they weren't aware of it. This was an unidentified flying object that fell in the Andes Mountains of Peru. Maybe no military people or anybody else was around except maybe 2 or 3 witnesses. Some people were there before the military, or maybe the military never went there, and took something, the bodies. Or maybe the bodies crawled out of the vehicle, and that's where he found it. Was there a lake nearby? Maybe they landed in a lake. Maybe they got out of their spacecraft and it's not a compatible atmosphere and they just died from asphyxiation or disease. I don't know. Kept over 33 years in what? Now I'll look at the videos and try to figure out some sort of context from it. I already leafed through a little bit of it. I skipped through a little bit of it. But nobody else seems to have actually put any time into not debunking it, but even finding out where it came from. It was considered a stupid story in the beginning for some reason. My synopsis here is, when I see a set of videos posted, doesn't matter if they have a lot of views or very few views, if nobody made any effort to ask a simple question like, where did this happen? What that says to me is something happened off that site. Like maybe Facebook or MySpace or something, I don't know. Maybe some UFO disclosure page someplace that's been long gone. If anybody knows where it goes, I'd like to know about it. Now, obviously I'm going to use the video URLs, because that would have been used at the time, to see if it was stuffed anyplace. The last time I saw something like this, it was on someone's YouTube-oriented blog they built on their website, like I did originally when I was messing with YouTube, for embedding videos, and that's it. And they never even bothered looking at YouTube. They just left the comment area open. It was filled with debunks. I mean, this one's pretty close to that. And no true believers showed up because it wasn't a big deal using YouTube. YouTube was just a video service, a place where you threw your videos and hoped they'd stick. And this is rather important, the website carried all the people who were oohing and awing, and people debunking had to find some other place because people didn't check YouTube for debunkings or for sources of data. It was a place to throw videos almost at random. At one time, you could throw a video on YouTube anonymously. Some of you don't remember that originally. You didn't actually have to set up an account at one point. And at other times, you had to have an account and even pay for it. I mean, YouTube has gone through lots of changes. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. If you have any information or if you can find out where this was done before, I only found people basically saying the same thing I am, which is kind of weird. That's what makes me suspicious. If you know more information, I hope you do, post it below.